Hello, everyone. It's Brandy with Confessions of a Paper Addict, and today I'm going to be using the Mini Windmills cut file. I cut this one out a couple of months ago to use on another layout, and I changed my mind. So I decided to go ahead and pull it out for this one today. I chose not to use the stem or handle, and I layered up two different sizes of the cut file. And I always intended to have some mixed media showing through instead of backing it. I had the bright idea that I would slap a puddle of color and it would just splatter perfectly, but that clearly did not go the way I had hoped it would. Even though I kept trying, eventually I just gave up and used my hair dryer to blow the color around. You guys are about to see that here in just a minute. But I just knew this was going to work. It didn't. But the blow dryer worked just fine. I am happy with these results. So I go ahead and try to figure out the color actually covered up a lot of those pencil marks that I made, but I figured out kind of where I had that cut file placed originally, I think. And I go ahead and get that glued down and then have my photo, place my photo where I want it on top also. This is a picture of the California coast. You can't really see any coastline. And I have no idea if a person trekked all the way to the bottom of these hills or this mountain, whether or not there would be a beach down there. I don't know, but way far back in the background, you can see the ocean. And I don't know why the picture makes it look so far away because it did not look that far away when we were overlooking it. I wanted to keep this layout really simple, so honestly, it's almost complete. I just really didn't do much to it. And I decided though that I wanted to pull these stickers out from American Crafts. One more piece of my really old scrapbook collection. But I thought at first that I was going to use more of those stickers, and then I changed my mind. I just thought that those trees would be enough because I didn't want to add a whole bunch of just a bunch of stuff to the layout. I didn't feel like doing that this time. I did like this long title, and it almost seems like this is the biggest decision that I make on this entire layout is how to place this title. I struggle for just a second trying to figure out where I want Fresh Start to be. And I didn't know if I wanted it side by side like that or on top of each other because I wasn't sure that I wanted it to go all the way down as far as it ends up being on the layout. But I like where it lands. And now I definitely need something on the top right part of that photo. So I go back to my stash and I pull out these fabric flowers from Hip Kit Club. They came in a past kit from last year, I believe, and I've killed the kit, but you always end up with a few little bits and pieces left over. So I'm trying to get those used up. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. My favorite thing about using cut files is being able to go into my stash and just use my things. I think that it really helps jumpstart my creative process, and I create layouts in a way that I would never think to create a layout without that cut file. These are just a few hearts that I laser cut and had kind of just sitting around in my stash. And because I feel like the layout probably needed just a little bit more for your eye to land on because it doesn't quite feel done yet. I decided that I just wanted to use them, and I think I had intended to paint them, to use some Shimmer's paint or something on them, but I kind of just liked them natural, so I left them be. I'll only end up using those three small ones, though I couldn't find a place for the large ones that I felt good about, so I just left them off, and I'll save them for another one later. Now this is the part where I actually do this so often. I think I'm going to create a layout and I am not going to back it. I'm not going to have a border around the edge, but it is always my default last step to take when I feel like it needs something else and I just don't know what else to do. I didn't want to add other stuff to the layout, but in my mind, it feels like all of the things are just going to fly off the page if I don't have a background. So I pulled out this piece from American Crafts, and that was it. That completes the layout. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Confessions of a Paper Addict. Link is in the description. Have a lovely, crafty day. Bye bye.